Hey everybody, welcome to this special edition of Pop Culture Warrior. This is the show where we talk to the stars and legends of the entertainment industry. I'm your host CQ, and today I have a very, very special guest joining me. He's an accomplished actor, bodybuilder, voice artist, author, personal trainer, and philanthropist. He's won multiple bodybuilding titles, including 2 IFBB Mr. Universe titles. He starred in films such as Hercules, Sinbad of the Seven Seas, and I Love You, Man. He's probably best known for playing the original big green monster, and that's no CGI needed, on the classic TV series, The Incredible Hulk. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a Hulk. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Lou Ferrigno. Yay! Hey, bud. Thank you for joining us today, man. How you feeling, bud?
I'm pretty good. I just got here to Marlboro. You know, it's been a long time since I've been in Boston. Funny, the weather's better here than California.
Right? It's weird how that works sometimes, I tell you. I so appreciate you taking the time to talk to us for a few minutes today. Like I was saying, you know, we are military affiliated, so I'm curious, what, if any, is your connection to the military, be it family, friends, anything like that?
I've got friends of mine that are in the military. I have friends of mine that went to Vietnam. But I have to say, these guys in the military, they're the real heroes of the world. There's a lot of movies, special effects, but these guys, they protect our country. These guys go overseas. These guys keep our country safe. To me, they're the ultimate heroes, and I take my hat off to them.
Oh, outstanding. We appreciate you saying that, man. And we thank your friends for their service, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're doing this appearance to kind of promote your appearance this coming weekend at Contropolis. I know you do a number of convention appearances and different appearances. So let me ask you a couple questions. Comic conventions, you know, they're such exciting events for fans, for celebrities, for all of people included. What is it about these kind of gatherings that you find personally most enjoyable and unique?
Well, it's become a pop culture. I mean, for example, that years ago you used to have comic book convention, but now it's a pop culture because this is the chance for the fans to meet the celebrities. They have like a Q&A. They get autographs and selfies. Because when I was a kid, I used to read a lot of comic books. And I used to fantasize. I wish I could meet a celebrity because, you know, meeting a celebrity, because everybody has a superhero connection inside of us. So when I was a kid, I mean, I would give anything to have a convention like this because I get to see in person real life celebrity you're watching movies on TV. And that's very rewarding, but for me, it's an instant gratification because it helped me relive my childhood. What I went through, it put a smile on their people's faces, especially that my physicality, and also as a bodybuilding champion, and also the Incredible Hulk, 3 generations of fans, and how many times they've been affected by the shows. But it's very wonderful because these people that come to the show, they put me on the map as a celebrity on the map. I mean, the fan base is my greatest attribute.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear, man. I love hearing that. You can hear the passion in your voice for this, so that's so awesome. Now, you've been a regular guest at various Comic Cons around the world. Can you share some of your most memorable interactions with fans that you've had?
Yeah, sometimes some fans come to me, they have the Hulk tattoo, for example, on their leg and their arm, and sometimes they ask me to sign my signature, and then they have the tattoo of the signature. That's like the ultimate respect. And also, sometimes the people come to the table, they get emotional because I can see why, because when they see the series, when they were a child, maybe they had a disability, maybe they had something happen in their life, and they feel connected to the Hulk. I can feel that. And also, a lot of people come to me to say, listen, because of your persona, your physicality, I've lost 100 pounds because of you being a pumping iron, being a world champion bodybuilder, and the way you look affected me. So it's a lot of different personal incidents.
Yeah, I can only imagine to be such an inspiration for so many, whether it be, again, like I was saying in the intro, you're so multifaceted, whether it be, you know, as an author, whether it be as an actor, whether it be as a bodybuilder, you know, you've touched so many lives. So I'm sure that's incredibly fulfilling for you.
Yeah.
So a lot of, speaking on that, con attendees, they can often come like dressed as different characters, their favorite characters. Have you ever been surprised or just like blown away by a fan's cosplay or the effort that they put into the costumes?
Yeah, I think it's great because anyway, a cosplayer, they could entertain the fans because it's a pop culture. So basically, it's all about entertainment, and it's very exhilarating, very positive because everybody has a chance. Like a cosplayer, they can make up their own characters, which is beautiful because you see a lot of these girls and guys dressed in costume, playing like superheroes. I think it's phenomenal because everybody has a chance to play themselves in a superhero life form.
Yeah, right. They get you get to live out the fantasies. Not all of us get paid to put on the costume or dress up as the character. So it's fun to play dress up sometimes. So that's awesome. Um,
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So as now, let me ask you, as a celebrity guest, what is it that you enjoy most about meeting and connecting with the fans? Like, is there a particular moment or fan encounter that stands out to you, like something you remember through your years?
Well, it's a gratification because I did the movie years ago called I Love You Man. So sometimes guys come up, girls come up, they say, could you put my husband, my boyfriend in a chokehold, take a picture? But the selfie is the greatest thing because people want to have that personal connection.
Yeah.
And I can see the emotion on their face. I can see how much they know about my life and they know about the show. Sometimes they know more than I do when it comes to the show because they know everything, they study everything. And to me, that's respect.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So sometimes, people when they're first, like this is, let's say for instance, Contrapolis this weekend, maybe it's somebody's first ever time going to a convention. It can be very overwhelming for new people. They don't know the rules or how to kind of interact. So what's some advice that you would give to a first time attendee on how to make the most of their experience and how to interact with you and other celebrities?
Obviously, they should go to the front desk, the information desk, the entry, and they could probably get the person a volunteer to take them around. If they person could explain that it's new to them, they can educate them about the show, where to go, and who to look for. And we have a show schedule where they can look in the booklet to see where the celebrities are, the time for Q&A, the time for professional photo ops, everything like that. Because I know a lot of people that come for the first time, and I know it's overwhelming. But once you get into it, then one thing follows after another. That you get more comfortable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've been to many conventions. I love it. The passion, the fan base, the community is so awesome. Is there anything, any advice you would give just interacting with someone like yourself or the other celebrities? I always get concerned because I know some people can be a little handsy. Some people can be, maybe encroaching on the space. Like, what's your comfort level? How should people interact with you?
Well, they should come to the table. I have my picture, my posters on it. They could come to the table. I have a volunteer with me, and they'll explain about the pictures, the deal they can have on the table. Like they sometimes they bring their own merchandise, and that's different, like whole statues, stuff like that. The price, varies. But the most important thing when they come to the table, they feel very comfortable because I'm very approachable, and they just have a conversation. They want to just talk about anything. I'm open to hear anything they have to say about how much they love the show and how much they respect bodybuilding and be in shape.
Yeah, yeah, outstanding. And speaking about the autographs, is there any, because fans can sometimes bring just off the wall things, right? Like you expect, I'm sure, to sign a poster or a headshot or a Hulk statue. Is there anything memorable or unusual that like somebody asked you to sign that just kind of stands out in your mind?
Well, especially they have merchandise when the Hulk first came out, like bubble gum, chewing gum, wallpaper, bicycles, posters. They come to the table and talk to the volunteer, and then it's just pieces that go back 30, 40 years. I mean, they even have stuff from other movies. I think it's very nice because when I see it, it brings back memories to me that how much they care and they say this for their own memorabilia.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that as a celebrity, as an appearer, I've seen it where people will bring gifts. I've heard stories and talking to other actors and personalities that sometimes the gifts can be awesome and wonderful and loving, and sometimes they can be a bit strange. I had one actor tell me he was once given the remains of a family member, like the cremated remains, because my brother or whatever loved you so much. Have you ever gotten anything strange as a gift?
Not really. Most of the time they bring maybe like cookies, candy, little cards, little their own memorabilia. But as far as like, got to remember one thing: when people bring strange things, that's their way of showing respect. So everybody has a different personal preference, but I never had anything strange. I mean, I always got some nice gifts. Sometimes they'll even bring me like a medal, maybe like something you can put around your wrist, like a wrist strap and the name on it. Little stuff like that. They've always been very genuine about it.
Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, you're lucky for someone who does so many appearances. You're lucky you haven't gotten any off the wall weird things, but that's so cool. A couple more questions for you. So cons are also a really cool opportunity for fans to ask questions, not just in line with you, but maybe at a Q&A panel. What are some of the most interesting or unexpected questions that you've ever gotten from a fan?
Probably one of the unexpected questions I got from a fan. Probably one fan said something to me, and I remember that he went to high school with me, and I was literally shocked, overwhelmed with tears because I haven't seen this person like almost in over 50 years. So that was quite a treat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That I mean, long lost friendships reunited. I love it.
Yeah,
Let's see what else.
I get a lot of nice questions to you, and I get a lot of nice questions. I mean, there's questions that I don't want to answer. I mean, I want to say anything negative about anybody because I'm a very positive person. I love all people.
No, that's hey, that I'm right there with you. We do a pop culture show, and people always want to bash, Marvel or DC or Sony or
Yeah,
Xbox, and I'm like, man, I want to bring love, man. I want to bring peace. I want to bring connective tissue to the world. So I appreciate that. I love that about you.
yeah.
Uh, it's so funny you should mention that in a time where the nation has can sometimes feel more divided than ever. There's something about conventions that create this sense of community among the fans. How important do you think these events are in bringing people together and celebrating those interests?
What's very important is that nothing to do with drugs, sex, or violence. It's something that you come to a show, you learn about the new movies, you learn about the celebrities, and also you mostly learn more about yourself because especially a lot of these fans have a passion when it comes to superheroes. They have a passion for comic books. Some people have a passion for different things. Sometimes there's different booths. You have like leather goods. You have different things they sell. The basement guy is like going to an adult Disneyland, especially that parents come with their children. The children get educated in the positive way when they come to a show like this. They're not seeing violence. They're not seeing anything to do with sex or drugs. Something that's very healthy, invigorating, and the people here put on a great show. And then that's why I mentioned before. If I was a kid, I would have loved to have done that. I would have probably given me more self-esteem, especially when I went through with the speech impediment and the hearing issue. It would have given me a great boost of self-esteem. That's why I'm glad that we have these kind of shows.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. I feel like there's such a feeling of community. There's such a there's no shaming, right? I can say, oh man, I love Transformers or Marvel or GI Joe, and doesn't matter what my age is, you are accepted. There is a family and there is a community for you there, which I love. I absolutely love about conventions.
Yeah.
I know that at this point you've done probably in the thousands of appearances. So aside from meeting the fans, do you ever get a chance to explore the convention floor or interact with maybe some of the other celebrities or just check out the booths or anything like that?
Oh, definitely, because when it's slow, sometimes when the show, before the show opens, I walk around because I like to collect medieval stores. And I buy things at the convention because I have a museum home. I'm a collector of medieval stuff like Superman, Star Wars. But if I ever see anything interesting, I just buy something off the floor. I buy gifts maybe for like my wife or maybe for my kids, like maybe leather goods, stuff like that. It's great because they have a lot of unique stuff at the show. I mean, it's my favorite way to shop.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But from prints to handmade things. Now you heard it here first, folks. If you want to give them a gift, medieval swords. That's the way to go. You're gonna be
Yeah,
getting
I
into the
love it. I
swords
love
now.
it. Yeah.
Is there? I mean, I was gonna say, is there anything specific that you look forward to doing, whether it's panels, like what's your favorite part, right? Is it the photos, is it the autographs, is it the panels, walking around, like what's your favorite part of the convention?
The panel that interacts with the fan. at the table interacting with the fans,
Nice. That's
hearing their
wonderful.
stories.
That oh God, I love, man. I really love talking to you. You're hitting all the right notes. I love it. I got to ask you before I let you go. I mean, I'm a fan of so much of your work. Is there a particular role, whether it was movies or TV, like what's when you look back at your career, like what's your favorite? Not necessarily what's the most popular, but what was near and dear to your heart? What was your favorite thing to act and play?
Well, the Hulk was great because with the makeup and everything, the character. To me, was the movie, the TV series King of Queens.
When you got to play yourself, a version of yourself.
Yes, 7 years, and the movie I did, I Love You Man. I had a chance to work with great actors like Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. I was so honored to work with them because, like Kevin James, these people are iconic actors and great people. So I'm very blessed to have the opportunity to work with them.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we're going to let you go. Before I do, I got to say, man, at some point down the line, I'd love to get you on my live show where we can do a deep dive into your career, into your amazing roles, your acting, your bodybuilding, your
Yeah.
philanthropy. I'd love to sit down and talk to you all about that and give you
Okay.
the
You got it.
time that you deserve, for such an incredible career. But thank you so
Okay.
much for being here today and doing this. I'll give you the last couple seconds here just to say goodbye to the audience, and then we'll cut it.
Yeah, I would say goodbye to the audience, especially the military. Keep the faith. Thanks for saving my country. And nobody knows what it's like to be in your shoes and your uniform out there protecting the country. God bless you all.
All right, awesome. And with that, guys, I'd like to thank my incredible guest, the incredible Lou Ferrigno. We'll see you guys next time. Shots.